Hey, it's for Maria and welcome to another episode of Friday Sews. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. Thanks to in Jen's sewing room, or today in Jen's sewing room, she created the hashtag FridaySewsDaytoDay. And a lot of sewists have jumped on board to do this fun little vlogging where we give you a little day-to-day snippet of our world and our lives and how we incorporate sewing into those days, no matter how busy they are. So I thought it would be fun to try something like that. And so if you're interested, stick around. Hello. Today is October 30th. It's a Sunday, and I am drinking a delicious cup of hot tea. This is Lemon and Ginger by Taylor's of Harrogate, one of my favorites. I've got a little bit of a scratchy throat and trying to stay healthy as the weather is getting colder and a little chillier, hence the scarf. I'm not wearing anything me made because today is organizing, purging. I've got a big pile of donations, and that's kind of the theme of today. I had in my donation pile some slip covers, and I had purchased these a while ago for cushions for a couch, but these are really good quality. I think this was IKEA, and this is a really heavyweight cotton twill. So they were in the donation pile. I have two of these, and I have brushed cotton that I think these were for slip covers for like the backs of chairs, and I think I used them for an event or something. So they were sitting there, they're in great condition, but in order for somebody to really be able to use these, they'd have to have the right size cushion or chair, or they might upcycle them, which was the idea that I thought would work well for something for Christmas. Some of you may remember, if you follow my channel, that I made the Sawtooth Star stockings, quilted stockings, and posted that video, I believe, last year. I'll link it. And I don't even remember, honestly, where I got the pattern. I have to go back and look at my own video. But I had started to make two. This one I was trying to finish earlier in the month and discovered that I forgot one of the pieces, so I have to just unpick the top, and then I'll go ahead and finish this up. So this is on my list to finish up sooner than later. So yeah, I just got enthusiastic about trying to do the decorative stitching on this, and then realized when I turned it that I forgot the top band, so I need to go ahead and just take out the finished edge here. It's not a big deal. So this one has to be finished, but this is the stocking that I'm going to be using for my cutting reference. So I'm going to try to at least get two, if not more. Now I'm also keeping in mind my embroidery hoop, because my idea here is to maybe I could do some quilting again, which is really cool, and the Sawtooth Star, a different quilt block design, or I could do some kind of cool embroidery design on it. So this is my larger hoop. I think this is an 8-10, and so I'm also going to use this kind of as a template to make sure that I cut enough so that if I want to do embroidery, it'll fit. I may not do embroidery on this kind of textured, almost flocking. I think it would do better on the canvas. So this one I might keep, possibly to do some quilting. We'll see. So I'm going to cut away. A little nervous, but I'm excited to at least upcycle these slip covers. that was productive. I think I'm all stockinged out for the moment, but look at what I have collected and cut from just basically upcycling. So the stocking template I was able to find, and I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I was able to utilize the piping on this set of stockings. 7 and 8 full stockings front and back. I have some bottom portions that I was able to cut from remnant, and the top portion I can use of this fabric and maybe incorporate a quilting block. So for here I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on the straighter sections, I have a total of 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well. And they don't have to be white on both sides. I can also do pattern if I wanted to. So there's a lot that I can do with this. I have a lot of options. I also have other remnants that I didn't bring out to show. But one thing I thought was cool, as I was looking at the pieces and parts that were left behind, is the double piping, which I could maybe do some embroidery work in through here, decorative work. And I can also maybe further cut this in scrolly or something curvy and incorporate it onto the stocking too for some dimensional effect. I thought that would be cute, so that's an option. So I have, I think, 6 of these, which is amazing.
In addition, I was able to salvage 2 30-inch zippers with some of the fabric still attached. I can use those maybe for tote bags, large tote bags, or something. So I'll go ahead and save that for future use, sparing you the loud zipper sound.
There you have it. It was productive trying to come up with a plan, and it was tricky cutting. They're really thick. I think I need to get my scissors sharpened. I was also able to pick a bouquet of some chrysanthemums and things from my garden, so I can go ahead and put those in my dining room and enjoy them for the week. This is a beautiful fall day, so I hope you enjoyed the little mini segment outside in my garden area. Now it's time for me to get these in the sewing room, put them in a safe place. I don't know if I'll be able to work on them in November. We'll see, but at least I have them for next year, and I am gonna go for a walk. So, signing off, see you tomorrow. So today I continue purging. I've gotten clothing that I'm changing out to the fall and winter, and I've got a pile I'm looking at. It's over there, so I'm just trying to do some, as I'm transitioning to fall with home decor and also clothing. I always purge. So, and then I take that. I try to vary which charity centers I donate my items to. So anyway, I've got one of my fall or autumn boxes down from the closet. I've got a couple more, unfortunately, but I pulled this one down, and that's where I've already pulled out a couple of tops. So the first one that I'm wearing in the intro video is, this is the burda, and it is number 6345. I've talked about it in detail in previous Friday Sews videos, and I really like this one. It is, actually it says for stretch fabrics only, but I used a woven. This is a quilting cotton, and it's Ruby Star Society. So yeah, it was fine. It's super, super comfortable, and I really love it, crop style, and the nice boat neck, and these really cool sleeves. I paired it today with the Levi, I think these are called the rib cage denim jeans. They're higher waisted, And then I also layered it with just a simple turtleneck that's a thermal, and it's also a crop style, so it's so comfortable. So that's what I have on. And then one of the things that I found right away on the top, which I love, is the cielotop by Closet Core, or Closet Core patterns. And this one also, I made two in a plaid fabric, and it's not cool enough to wear flannel yet, but I really love the flannel in this, so I will try to link that previous Friday Sews video where I talk a little bit more in detail about the construction of this. But yeah, I'm trying to create a capsule wardrobe, and again, then just store things that I'm not going to use or wear this season. So here is most of the fall capsule wardrobe. I think I have more than I need. I'm going to go through it one more time and kind of fine tune it. I still have some things on the bed that I pulled out from the bin. I might have to store those. I want to keep the wardrobe simple, practical, but also beautiful and organized. And I want to wear all the pieces. I really have to think twice before I sew garments that I don't necessarily need. So I'm really being cognizant of that this going into the fall and winter months. I have lots of other projects I can sew. I've got some quilts in the making. I have some project bags. I have some gifts that I want to sew. So there are other things to sew. I calculated that about 26% of this capsule is me made, so there's no rule that says that a sewist has to make their entire collection of clothing, but yeah, what I do have that I've made, I have worn and am very proud to wear. So yeah, this is it. I have my work cut out for me today. Again, I've got some donations. I'm gonna fine tune this, clean up the bed, and then continue on. I will see you tomorrow, and tomorrow is actually Halloween. I'm going to try to rest. No big plans for tomorrow. Just try to nurse this cold a little bit, and work on the capsule wardrobe. See you tomorrow. Happy Halloween! It is Tuesday, October 31st, 2023. And back in my sewing room, just checking to make sure everything is clean and organized, because tomorrow it's going to be deep cleaned. Usually every couple of months I have a cleaning service come in. They clean the baseboards, the crown molding, the ceiling fans, the interior windows, the floors, you name it. So I have to make sure everything is organized, picked up, and so anyway, I am going to insert a picture of my tiny Halloween decorations this year in the house. I didn't go overboard at all, but one of the things you will see is one of the table scarves. This is the 15-minute table scarf, and I found one in my stash that is not finished. Ridiculous, because it is so close to being finished, it's not even funny. This is Henry Alexander fabric in the front, and I'm not sure what the fabric line is in the back, but this is what I have on my display. So I made two, probably to gift this to one of my family members. But basically, all you need to do from this point, I'm almost finished. It's just right sides together from the back, and you stitch straight across the top, and then you flip that, and it creates, let me show you on this Christmas table runner, it just creates this cool V and framing. It matches the border, and it's really cute. And then you can add buttons or other embellishments or leave it plain. So I will link the video where I time myself to see if in fact this takes 15 minutes or less. And yeah, so this needs to be done. And I'm hoping maybe on Friday that I'll work on it, or definitely this weekend, because there's no reason why this is sitting in the whip pile. Secondly, I wanted to share with you some of the project bags that I use. Now, I do cross stitch. I don't know if I've ever talked about that on my channel. In fact, I'll show you one of my Halloween cross stitch projects that I just started. It's really adorable, but that's what I make these project bags for. So this is one of my favorite lines by Art Gallery. I forgot the title of it, but you would recognize it. They're so adorable. And again, I have posted these in a video. I may even have some Instagram pics. So I found these and I thought it'd be fun and festive to show you these. They've got some pockets and they're just really cute. Spooky cross stitch. I used my embroidery machine and some of that fabric from the Art Gallery line. Trick or treating? Trick or treat? Spooky and sweet. Spooky and sweet. And then this was also from the panel from that same line, Art Gallery Spooky and Sweet. And I did a little bit of embellishments with buttons and a little bit of quilting. And then the back side on this is also the Alexander Henry. And so finally, just to share a couple of cross-stitch pieces that I've been working on. This is a sewing channel, but you probably are a multi-crafter like myself. So I thought these would be fun to share because they are very seasonal and perfect for the month of October. So first one, excuse me turning. There's no easy way to do this, is there? Hold on. Okay, the first one is called Time to Fly, and this one was stitched on 14 count antique blue Aida, and the designer is Lee Fisher of Stitchy Fish Designs, and I found this in the 2020 special collector's edition cross stitch Halloween magazine. And the only thing I changed, let me see, substitute some colors on the broom, variegation there with silky threads. I eliminated the time to fly, the actual writing that was in the moon, and I added some cool kind of fluorescent beads in the moon, and I think that was it. So that is my first piece that probably I should be putting in a frame and hanging it in my sewing room. Okay, so piece 2, which is a work in progress, is a beautiful design by Nora Corbett, who does the Mirabilia and all the pretty fairies and just beautiful pieces. And this is the pattern, and it is called Halloween Fairy. And I don't have notes. I have some digital notes. I didn't write anything. Hold on. I did make a note that I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida. Now, this is when I first started cross stitching, which was just a few years ago, and I don't stitch on Aida anymore. I don't care for it at all. I love linen to sew with, but also to stitch with. So, but as a beginner, that's kind of what was available to me, and I really didn't know what I liked or didn't like. So this is kind of a neutral with little specks of kind of green and iridescent 18 count Aida, and here is my progress. I have beading done on that as well. She always has lots of beading, and this is just so fun to stitch. It's gonna take some time though to finish. And yeah, she's really pretty. Last but not least, one of my favorite cross-stitch designers who's been doing this for a long time, I think she's from New York, is Kathy Barrick. And this is called Halloween Birthday. And I just started this not too long ago, so there's not too much progress. And this is in fact on a 36 count. I don't remember. Okay, it is 36 count vintage lentil lakeside linens. There you go, there you go, there you go. All right, so I have lots to finish up this afternoon, and I'm wishing all of you a safe Halloween if you do trick or treat or are involved in any of the festivities, and I will see you tomorrow, which will be November 1st already.
Today's a day full of errands. I'm currently sitting in the dentist parking lot, stressed because I didn't get any sleep, just worried about going to the dentist. Not a biggie. Talking about this beautiful pomegranate tree that's before my eyes.
Oh gosh, there's a pomegranate tree right in front of me. It's super cool and it's loaded with pomegranates. I have one in my yard. So anyway, old
And the day filled with lots of errands, donations, and I have a quick stop at Joann's, and I want to find a pattern for a jumper that is super cute and comfortable. So yeah, just kind of chatting on.
So I'm going to take a picture of this tree, but actually my pomegranate tree um, has, I think, bigger pomegranates. Anyway, signing off.
Today was such a beautiful autumnal day that I needed to escape the sewing room and get in a good nature walk. I walked about 4.5 miles, lots to see, lots to hear, lots to smell, lots to appreciate. And meanwhile, back at the house, that flannel that I purchased yesterday is being washed. I'll get it in the dryer and hopefully this weekend cut out a couple of cielotops to sew up. I hope you enjoyed this day-to-day Friday Sews video vlog. Until next time, I will see you in the sewing room. Bye.